Travis Wingate, so maybe I should do an ex-Mormon devotional fireside for you. I again don't have refreshments. As ex-Mormons, you are well aware that Mormons are dead fixed that the church is true. And it's very difficult to get through to them. And as you had something click to where you said, I'm out, you're trying all different ways to get them to realize it themselves and leave. But there are just those Mormons, and most of you who do your own channels with videos are often attacked by Mormon apologists, and they are the weaponized misinformers of the church that are the Manchurian candidates. And so I hope by remembering Mormons on how they refuse to listen to anything bad about the church and about Joseph Smith even, that you will understand my message for you. The other day, I did a comment reply video for Heidi Gone, at least that's her channel name, and she was fixated on Christopher somebody. It's not Christopher of the sealed portion, it's a different guy. And she only linked me to his video to the part where he blatantly misinforms his audience about Joseph Smith. And I did the picture memes from his video that showed how wrong he was and how he was misinforming people. And Mormons do that as well when they go out on missions. I went out on missions telling people Joseph Smith was a Christian and he saw Jesus. I was wrong because the church lied to us. And so as I just did the video about the Jewish learning of the second vision with Nephi, not Moroni, it breaks my heart to see her two comments, both of which were racist, hateful, and she outright lies because of the misinformation she's received. And she's gone, just like Mormons are gone, that we can't reach them. And this is what I worry about ex-Mormons, is that I can't even reach you guys in regards to correcting the history of the church, because she still is stuck on Joseph Smith was a charlatan. He was a narcissist who lied about having visions. I just went over the second vision, and I've done other variations of it and I've talked about it, but she won't listen. She's gone. She is fixated on her conclusions about Joseph Smith, has no clue that it was Brigham Young. And that's the sad part that I can't get through to the majority of you guys, is that Brigham Young knew that Joseph Smith was involved in 9/11, 1826. And we know this because of Heber C. Kimball's comments under Masonry. That's where Joseph Smith Sr. was the master Mason. That's where William Morgan was working on the book with Joseph Smith Sr. And Heber C. Kimball doesn't mention any of this except to allude to it. Yeah, because he's the bad guy. And I've told you, Heber C. Kimball had a child with a second wife in 1829. That's on their family history. And they don't want you to know about that. And so they instead cover her up and only tell you about the one that Joseph sealed him to in 1843. And that was a lie. It was Brigham Young who did it. And Willard Richards forged the document to say it was Joseph. But they were the ones committing all the crimes. They were the secret band. Section 117. He calls out Newell K. Whitney as associating with the Danites. That's the Nicolaitan band in code. But that was, as I've gone over with you, a Danite cover. But it reveals the truth in their lies and cover-ups. And so, when you do not know the real church history, that Brigham Young's whole intention was to destroy Joseph and his church, and to take it over and change it. And to be completely so brainwashed by the lies and the misinformation because you don't bother to just fact check the Joseph Smith papers, guys. Please, I beg of you, why are you not checking it? I understand why Mormons don't, because, well, we've been told the truth. There won't be any surprises. I don't need to. But you guys, I mean, Sandra Tanner, the internet is blocked. I'm not even on the internet. Dear God. They're not leaving me alone. But she's so far gone, she is not able to even consider the option that Brigham Young infiltrated his church, had a secret group that was framing him and getting him arrested, falsely accusing him by claiming to others, oh yeah, we're a Christian church. Jesus is the Christ. Joseph Smith allows me to have polygamy. Just don't tell him. We need to keep this on secret because it's against the law. And then they murder him because they can't keep him locked up in jail. And so she's projecting and she's deflecting off of the true source that she's being distracted away from by these liars that have gotten to her. And it seems like it's just that one guy who's not even Mormon or whatever, who's just an anti-religious person altogether. I don't see her as having any influence to any of the ex-Mormons who do videos and repeat the lies and the misinformation because they aren't bothering to fact check themselves. It's just become popular and it gets circulated over and over again, and people self-fulfill the misinformation of the others. And so, yeah, she's talking about cult leaders and, yeah, a cult. See, she repeats and regurgitates the misinformation. She's incapable of actually learning for herself. And it's sad. She's on the side of talking to stones in a hat rather than Sidney Rigdon, if you saw that video earlier. And Joseph had nothing to do with the Book of Mormon, guys. So he didn't plagiarize the late war. He didn't plagiarize Captain Kidd. He didn't plagiarize View of the Hebrews, even though that wasn't plagiarized. He didn't plagiarize anything. He didn't look in a rock and a hat. That was from Martin Harris. Did you know that? Or did you just assume that, well, the church confessed? No, it was Martin Harris who wrote that I would witness Joseph looking into his hat with rocks in it that he got from the well when he was working for me on the farm. That's the source. It had nothing to do with it. And then somebody finds that he was arrested in March 20th, 1826 for glass looking. And, oh, we got him. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're missing the bigger picture. But it's sad that I have to let people like this go. That they will not listen to me. That they demand that I be forced to believe them. Because she's getting violently vicious here. And she's demanding that I accept it with emotional guilt trips, emotional blackmail. That if I don't believe her, I'm the one who's wrong and delusional, getting sucked into the lies and the con and the hallucinations and him being a bad man. It's not wrong, Heidi. You're wrong. You are beam and moding. You are projecting.
Excuse.
It's got to end.